Now we are talking about interfaces. We will learn what is the purpose of an interface. This is a picture from the App Store. The App Store has existed for a long time. But every day new apps are released. And the question is, how do the makers of Google and Apple accomplish that the upcoming apps are compatible with the App Store? And that is exactly what an interface does. Let's assume we have a system which has existed for a very long time. Like, for example, the App Store. And the App Store contains a lot of apps. And these apps are of a data type which is a list of any app data type. And here I want to add something soon. When I create an app, then this new app will, for example, be called My App. And it will have to be integrated in the App Store. This is realized through some specific methods. Like, for example, the method getName, which returns a string. If the App Store doesn't know how the new app is called, which is going to be integrated in the App Store, then the app can't be displayed in the App Store. So, if I want to insert my new app into the App Store, then there's another method called add. And this method, add, receives an app, and this app is of any data type. We will see what data type this is exactly. Now, how am I able to ensure that an upcoming app, which is unknown at the moment, is compatible with the App Store? If they carry, for example, a method like getName, this can be realized by using interfaces. An interface is not an own class. It's just an interface. That's why I write interface in this rectangle. And I'm going to name this interface. I'm going to call it iApp, like this. And an interface contains no variables, just methods. And these methods are the methods that I would force in a new app, so that a new app is compatible with an old system, like, for example, the App Store. And inside the interface, I write something like, in here exists a method getName. And this method returns a string. And now I can say that my future app, which is yet to be created, has to implement the method which is described in this interface. That means that my app, if I would build it, would be called something like public class my app. And then I would write implements iApp And by saying implements IApp, I am basically saying, okay, if you are programming a new app, then you have to use this interface for it. And this interface enforces the implementation of the method getName. And now in the class AppStore, I can say that every app has to be from the type list_IApp. And if I introduce a new app, this app should also be from the type IApp, although IApp is not a class which can be instantiated directly. Every class which implements the interface IApp is from the type IApp. And that's why this works, that I can transfer this myApp from the type IApp to the App Store. So, how does this look in Java? Here I have the App Store. The App Store contains my list myApps, which are of the type IApp. And here the method addApp is used, which is going to transfer an instance of IApp. And now we are going to look at the interface. This is my interface IApp. And there we see the method getName. Which is important to recognize is that there's no body here. So the method getName has no body. The semicolon follows directly. This means in here the behavior of the class which implements this interface is described. And an interface is always introduced with the keyword interface up here. My app contains this implements IApp like I wrote it. And there I am forced to implement the method getName. I have to do this. There's no other way. There's no way that I won't implement this specific method. Otherwise, Java or Eclipse would say, hello there, you want to use an interface here, so you have to show us how the method looks like, so that everything is compatible with the App Store at the end.